Or nasan ngayon si Wesley Guo?
Hindi ko po alam.
Hindi ka
Sa SP Pro Tempore.
Madam Chair, ba boyfriend mo?
Yes po, Mr.
Hindi
Chair.
ka natawagan kung nasan na siya. Hindi ka worried kung nasan siya. O baka napatay na siya o ano. Kung may nangyari na sa kanya.
Mr. Chair,
Are you not concerned about his safety?
Mr. Chair, yung mga phone ko po is nasa MBI right now. So wala po kaming contact. And I have new phone pero wala pong other contact po.
Don't you know his number?
Talaga bang hindi mo alam na ikaw ang may-ari ng Alicel? Po. Kasi, alright, and huling-huling tanong ko para sa iyo, Miss Sheila, sa hearing na to. Yung bahagi ng kwento mo na lumipat kayo mula sa small boat papunta sa big boat, paano kayo lumipat po?
Meron kasi yung palang handanan ng bahaba.
May hagdan.
Opo.
Ladder.
Hindi ko lang kung ano tawag yun po.
Yung hagdan ay dala sa small boat or galing sa big boat?
Galing sa big boat.
Galing sa big boat.
Ano, sa gitna ng dagat?
Tempore.
Opo, nasa dagat po.
Sa gitna ng dagat, merong lumabas na ladder?
Opo, yung galing sa malaki lamang.
Tapos umakyat kayo sa ladder. Ganun ba?
Opo, may naakyat po kami.
Sa gitna ng dagat?
Opo.
Di ba maalon?
Medyo po.
Pag nahulog, dire-diretso tubig.
Opo.
Magtanong ako kay Yusek Cruz sa PAOK. Actually, may iba pa akong mga tanong sa PAOK, pero dahil natatanong na rin namin at this point si General Karamat. So, ang PAOK, you were looking into possible involvement of General Karamat in Bamban. Yung investigasyon niyo po ba, tumingin din ba sa links nila kay Mayor Kalugay?
Mas nag-focus kami, ma'am. Good morning. Good afternoon, ma'am. We focus more on the investigation, ma'am, and the filing of cases, those especially the money laundering cases. As to the members and those who are operating this legal Pogo hub in Banban.
And sa investigasyong iyon, kahit dun sa focus nyo sa money laundering, pero bahagi siya sa maraming nakakabit sa Pogo, bukod dun sa tingin ninyo dun sa possible involvement ni General Karamat, tiningnan nyo rin po ba yung possible links ni Mayor Kalugay kaugnay ng kabuang Pogo and yung mga kakabit na krimen kasama ng money laundering?
Kagaya, ma'am, ng sinabi ko kanina, ma'am, nag-focus po kami. Although initially, ma'am, may talagang nag-ingat kami as far as the application of the search warrant dahil may mga info nga kami, ma'am, na may mga involvement yung ibang kasamaan namin sa uniform service. But yung name ni General Karamat naman, ma'am, lumalabas yan as him being the chief ng CIDG during that time, ma'am. But as to the involvement, ma'am, hindi po kami masyadong nag-focus pa nun during that time.
I see. Salamat, Yusek Cruz. Gusto rin i-acknowledge ng chair ang presensya ni Senator De La Rosa. Salamat kaayo sa pagdalo. General, did you want to say something? General Karamat?
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Actually, sir, Madam po.
Madam Chair, I'm sorry, ma'am.
Binigyan ko lang kayo ng chance kanina, kaya
Yes,
pangalawang
ma'am.
round na to na...
Yes, ma'am.
sige po, go ahead, General.
The reason why I was being called every time there was a hearing on this, because initially I was suspected to be involved in the Pogo dahil yung mga nag-raid ng Pogo, ng mga CIDG personnel, was relieved accordingly, and di assume na nirelieve ko itong mga taong ito dahil they presume also that I was a protector of the Pogo. But I explained it already in toto, this matter, the Congress, the reason why all those CIDG personnel who were involved in that raid may rason talaga po na talagang may impending revamp, Madam Chair.
Salamat, General. Pero timing talaga, no? Impending revamp, pero natuloy talaga kasunod ng successful raid na iyon ng PAOK sa tulong ng CIDG personnel noon. Meron akong huling 3 tanong sa PAOK, and then bibigyang daan ko na yung aking mga colleagues simula sa SP pro tempore. Yusek Cruz, nung nakaraang hearing, tinanong ko po kung yung huling raid nyo sa Cebu naman ay nag-uncover ng link sa Bamban at pati sa Porac. Pwede nyo po bang i-expound on yun ngayon?
Yes, Madam Chair. If you would allow Director Winston Casio to present the simple video presentation.
Salamat, Yusek Cruz, Director Casio. Pero bago natin ipakita, ilang minuto yung video na to?
Siguro ma'am, less than 5 minutes.
Okay, please proceed.
We gave the copy to the Senate Secretariat already, to the Committee Secretariat.
Yes, ipapakita na po natin. Yan na po.
That is a video presentation, ma'am. It's supposedly meron po yung voice over.
Hanggat ma-up yung audio, baka pwede nyo
Yes, ma'am.
i-annotate muna.
Basically, ma'am, the operation was a request from the Indonesian Embassy po kasi. Around July 21, 3 Indonesian nationals were able to escape from that Pogo hub. Then they were secured by the National Bureau of Investigation around July 22. The Indonesian Embassy submitted a request to the NBI Central Office, ma'am.
Villas, and conference venues.
Sige, panoorin na po muna natin.
On August 31st, 2024, at about 3 p.m., a joint rescue operation was conducted at the Tourist Garden Hotel in Barangay Agus, Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu. The operation was led by the NBI SEBDO, DSWD-7, PCTC, BI, AFP, and the DOJ IACAT, with support from POCC. The primary objective of the operation was to rescue 8 Indonesian nationals who were reportedly being held against their will. Following a request from the Indonesian embassy, 6 Indonesian nationals were successfully rescued. The large compound, with Singapore-like amenities, features 10 multi-story buildings, which include KTV lounges, restaurants, swimming pools, hotel rooms, villas, and conference venues. During the rescue operation, authorities uncovered 169 foreign nationals involved in several fraudulent companies operating within the compound. Initially, authorities documented 3 scam firms, but recent findings suggest the presence of 5 scam operations within the said compound. Following their apprehension, all individuals were subjected to an inquest proceeding by the BI and subsequently charged with immigration violations. One female Chinese minor was identified during the operation and turned over to the DSWD Field Office 7 for appropriate care. Authorities also identified a Chinese fugitive with fraud charges who was involved in operating the scam farm. A total of 16 foreign nationals and 1 Filipino were charged with qualified trafficking in persons. Additionally, the NBI intercepted a Filipino who was found to have previously been employed as an admin assistant at Lucky South 99 in Porac, Pampanga. She explained that on June 3rd, 2024, prior to the raid at Lucky South 99, her employer received a tip about the impending operation. She also disclosed that a team leader named Jordan informed her that she should accompany the team to Cebu if she wanted to receive her salary. They departed from Manila on either June 8th or 9th, 2024. Upon arrival in Cebu, they were taken to the MSK building in Mabolo, Cebu City, where approximately 200 workers from Lucky South 99 had been relocated. During the operation, the hotel's housekeeping attempted to take outside about 8 million pesos in cash by concealing it in a box. The money was subsequently handed over to the custody of NBI SEBDO. The authorities discovered sanitary, fire safety, and business permits, along with a BIR registration certificate issued to Huayan Realties Inc. and Cyber Internet House Corp. within the compound. These companies are suspected of being fronts to conceal scam operations conducted on the premises. Backtracking of records from the NBI Central Visayas, NBI Severo, revealed that their unit conducted an operation at the same resort on August 2nd, 2019, which resulted in the rescue of 34 Chinese women. These women had been lured from China with fraudulent offers of legitimate employment in a Philippine offshore gaming operation, but were subsequently forced into prostitution. 4 Chinese nationals were arrested for violating the Anti-Trafficking in Persons Act. Despite the significant operation, the resort continued to operate without interruption. On September 4th, 2024, 2 C-130 planes provided by the Armed Forces of the Philippines transported 168 foreign nationals to Manila. Upon arrival, they were taken to the detention facility of PAOCC, located in the Nasdaq building, Pasay City. All foreign nationals apprehended within the Tourist Garden Hotel compound have undergone inquest proceedings conducted by the BI for violation of immigration laws. An ongoing investigation is being conducted, with additional charges expected to be filed against the incorporators of the companies operating within the compound, as well as others implicated in the scam operations. PAOCC Chairman, Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin, issued a memorandum on September 4, 2024, directing AMLC to apply with the appropriate court for the issuance of a freeze order or provisional asset preservation order covering all assets of the raided hotel compound. Preparations are underway for the deportation of the apprehended foreign nationals, ensuring their return to their respective countries of origin.
May I add, Madam Chair, that...
Yes, Director. In addition dun sa may daan-daan palang dating POGO employees sa Porac, kina Miss Cassie Leong at Duan Renbu na nag-relocate lang sa Cebu, in addition dun sa parang manual or analog na money laundering, no? 8 million pesos in cash na sinubukan nilang ilabas dyan sa POGO Hub sa Cebu. Ano pa po yung pinaka-notable para sa PAOK na naibunyag ng raid na ito?
Yung isang kinasuhan po natin, si Ginoong Xiaolong, is actually one of our subject persons of interest dun sa Lucky South 99. Siya po yung sinundan natin at sila po yung nahuli natin at nakasuhan natin dito sa Lapu-Lapu. The inquest proceedings, meron na tayong resolution. Arraignment will be on Monday. So we're just clarifying with the IACAT Region 7 if we would have to bring in all the individuals back to Lapu-Lapu for the arraignment because we brought to Manila all the foreign nationals, ma'am, around 169 of them. Opo.
Yung pangalan ng tao, Xiaolong?
Xiaolong, yes, ma'am.
Nakakainis, no? Malapit pa sa pangalan ng isang pagkain na masarap.
Yes, ma'am. Naging biruan po namin yan. Yes, ma'am.
Diinan niyo siya sa kasong iyan.
Yes, ma'am. Several witnesses have pointed to the man as one of the actual operators of Lucky South 99 na nakatakas po noong June 3. Yun nga po, babanggitin lang namin na nilipad po sila. Actually, 300 of them were flown from Clark International Airport to Lapu-Lapu. At 169 lamang po yung nakuha namin sapagkat yung ibang mga area sa subject ng mission order nung pinasok ko namin, walang mga tao. Siguro po nagpapahinga, lumabas and whatsoever. So, obviously, ma'am, Madam Chair, honorable members of this Senate, meron pa hong ibang foreign nationals operating within the province of Cebu na kinakailangan pa ho nating mahuli.
Tama po.
Madam Chair, if I may.
One related question kay Senator De La Rosa.
Madam Chair, may I know from PAOK if you have a picture of this Xiaolong? Pwede natin ma-flash sa screen? Kasi baka mamaya nakikita natin, kakaharap natin yung tao niyan, hindi natin kilala. Yan na pala yung Xiaolong na malaking sindikato.
Your Honor, nahuli po natin siya.
Nahuli siya?
Yes, sir.
Siya ngayon?
Nasa PAOK Detention Facility po, dito sa Pasay din po. 16 po silang nakasuhan na nahuli natin lahat. So yung mag-ama na operator po talaga ng POGO ay nahuli po natin.
Okay. So wala kang picture dyan na pwede makita dito?
Or siya ba yung sa video kanina na may hawak na
hindi po, ma'am.
card?
Yun po ay isang fugitive pa po. Iba pa po yun doon kay Xiaolong. Mr. Honorable Senator will ask the staff kung meron po kami dala to...
Kahit makita lang dito sa akin.
Yes, sir. Okay po. Yes, sir. We'll do that, sir.
Thank you so
Sala-
much.
Salamat,
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Senator
Madam Chair. May we know the
Rosa.
relationship, Madam Chair?
Yes, Senator
that's what
Joel.
I asked. The relationship of this person to the Bamban or the Lucky South in Porac?
Linked ba yung Xiaolong?
Xiaolong is actually one of the owners, operators in Lucky South 99. Ganito po kasi, Your Honors, yung Lucky South 99, there were many locators within that particular compound ng Whirlwind Corporation. A good number of different POGOs were operating there. At yung isa po ay yung pinapatakbo ni Xiaolong. So nung nakatanggap po sila ng informasyon noong June 3, umalis na po sila.
Okay. Quick question kay Miss Cassie Leong, Miss Cassandra. Kilala niyo po si Xiaolong?
Hindi po, Madam Chair.
Paano po posible yon? Kasi binabanggit po si Xiaolong in connection pareho sa Lucky South 99 at sa Whirlwind Corporation. Mula sa simula, yun lamang yung sinasabi mong konektado ka. One more time, Miss Cassie, kilala mo ba si Xiaolong na associated hindi lamang sa Lucky South 99, kundi pati sa Whirlwind? And I remind you, you are under oath. Ito yung unang pagsagot mo sa amin, so magandang totoo yung isasagot nyo sa amin. Kilala nyo ba si Xiaolong?
No po, Madam Chair.
Okay, tatanungin pa namin ikaw ulit sa mga susunod. Director, hindi, bago ko yung follow-up question ko kay Director, Miss Cassie, kasi meron din akong tanong sa iyo tungkol dun sa isa pang tao. We just got this information quite recently. Alam mo ba na ang ninong mo na si Duan Renwu ay wanted fugitive sa China?
No po, Madam Chair.
Pero ninong niya si Duan Renwu. Balik kay... You want to say something else, Miss Cassie? On the mic, please.
Wala po, Madam Chair.
Alright, matatanong ka pa
Madam
namin. Senator Joel, before I go back to Director.
Hindi lang po ako makamove
Director
on because
Casio.
hindi niya gaanong kilala and yung relationship niya kasi kay Duan Renwu, ninong mo lang siya. Hindi ka ba niya empleyado o ka-partner?
Partner po sa business.
Partner sa business.
Sa Whirlwind po.
Sa Whirlwind.
Opo.
Okay.
Sa Whirlwind na konektado si Xiaolong.
Hindi ka empleyado ni
Hindi,
Duan Renwu?
si Duan Renwu po. May ninong po.
Bukod kay ninong mo na si Duan Renwu na tinatanong ngayon ni Senator Joel, yung Xiaolong na inulat ng PAOK sa Cebu ay konektado din sa Lucky South 99 at saka sa Whirlwind Corporation.
Hindi ko po kilala, Madam Chair.
That's impossible since ikaw ang boss sa
So kasi
Senator Joel.
My question lang is dun lang sa Whirlwind kayo magka-partner ni Duan Renwu?
You mean which?
Sabi mo kasi magka-partner kayo sa negosyo.
Opo, sa Whirlwind po.
Whirlwind.
Opo.
Doon lamang wala na kayo ibang pinag-partneran?
Like?
No, you
kung
answer
meron
the
kang negosyo
question.
ka,
We ask the
kung meron kang
question.
negosyo, meron ka pang ibang pinartneran, kung anong partner yon kasi magkasama kayo sa isang bahay, tama po ba? Kasi isa yung address nyo eh.
Opo.
So,
Tama
okay.
po.
So,
For sure.
hindi ko iniisip na magka-partner kayo, partner-partner, dahil kagaya ni Alicel, hindi ko iisipin yon. But other than that, ng Whirlwind, may ibang partner pa kayo ni Duan Renwu? Alam nyo, mahirap magsinungaling dito kasi marami kaming dokumento, marami kaming ipapakita sa inyo. Yes, so meron.
Opo.
Ilang mga negosyo yung meron kayong partnership ni Duan Renwu?
Mr. Chair, can I check it po?
Sige lang.
double check
Okay,
po?
sige, mamaya na lang Casino. And lagi kayong close kayo ng ninong mo, Cassie? Close kayo? Tumitira kayo sa isang bahay eh.
Opo.
Close kayo. Ano yung relationship mo kay ninong Duan Ren mo? Magkasama kayo sa mga trips. For example, magkasama kayo sa trip sa Taipei. Natatandaan mo yun? Kasama si alias Alice at si Sheila. Natatandaan mo yung trip na yun?
Opo.
Question ko lang, bakit siya yung napili niyong kasama, si Ninong, sa isang barkada trip? Normal ba yun? Kung ang relationship mo lang, Ninong?
Mr. Chair, speaking of Taiwan po, parang Chinese New Year po yata yun.
Yes.
Opo, tapos nag-aya po yung boyfriend ko, si Wesley Go, na pumunta po sa Taiwan. Tapos po niyaya ko po siya.
Kaya nga, ang tanong ko, hindi ba, normal ba yun na magyaya ka ng ninong mo, kasama mo yung boyfriend mo, na kine-claim mong boyfriend? Normal sa'yo yun? Ninong, sama ka, third wheel ka namin ng boyfriend ko.
Hindi lang naman po kami, Mr. Chair.
Kaya nga, normal ba yun? So, normal sa'yo yun? And Chinese New Year's, tayong mga Pilipino, I'm sorry, hindi ko alam kung you're a real Filipino, hindi ka magse-celebrate ng gaya ng Chinese New Year nang hindi ka super close sa isang tao. Is that correct?
You mean sino po yung hindi ko po?
Si Duan Renwu. I'm talking about Duan Renwu.
Close ko po siya.
So close kayo talaga.
Okay.
So again, hindi mo alam, sabi mo that international fugitive siya, hinahanap siya, wanted siya sa ibang bansa, pero tumitira ka sa the same house with him.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Ang dahilan at sabay kayong umalis noong June 11, bakit hindi mo kasama si Duan Renwu? Bakit siya yung ang kasabay mo, hindi pala si Wesley na boyfriend mo noong June 11?
Noong June 11 po, travel po going to Singapore po.
Yes, bakit
Opo.
hindi si Wesley ang kasabay mo? Bakit si Duan Ren?
Nagkaayaan lang po.
Si Duan Renwu, alam mo na isang dating police officer, Chinese police officer, alam mo po yun?
Yes po.
Marami ba siyang tauhan na Chinese military officials na nagpunta rin dito sa Pilipinas?
Sa pagkakaalam ko po, wala po.
Meron po kasi, no, marami pong nandito at sila yung tinuturong notorious dun sa mga torture chambers, mga kidnapping at mga crimes that committed here. Bakit ka nasa Malaysia nga pala, Miss Cassandra, with the Guo siblings? Kasi hindi ka sumabay sa kanila papunta doon, di ba?
Tama po, Mr. Chair. Bali po si Wesley Go po, nag-message po siya sa akin na magta-travel po sila going to Malaysia.
Sinabi niyang tatakas sila?
No.
Hindi mo alam na tatakas si Sheila alias Alice at si Sheila patungong Malaysia?
No po, Mr. Chair.
Sige po. Madam Chair, I will not take the time of our colleagues. I will just propound my questions later. Thank you.
Salamat. Thank you din, Senator Joel. Last two questions ko sa PAOK, Yusek Cruz. Nung nakaraang hearing nabanggit yung mga pangalan ni na Duan Renwu, Huang Ziyang at saka Zhang Jie. Pwede nyo ba kaming i-inform kung nasa saan itong tatlong tao ngayon? And magkakasama po ba sila?
Yes, Madam Chair. Wang Ziyang is now in Hong Kong. And it's confirmed, ma'am.
Di ba may nagsabi na sa Hong Kong na rin daw si Wesley Guo? Nag-link up ba sila?
We're trying to validate the information as to the presence of Wesley Guo in Hong Kong right now. And Mr. Duan Renwu, the former Chinese police officer, is now still in Malaysia. Indonesia, sorry ma'am.
Indonesia.
And
Zhang Jie
is still in Singapore. The one who helped Alice, former Mayor Alice Go.
Siya yung ZJ po na nag-reserve ng mga kwarto.
Yes ma'am, that's the initial ZJ is Zhang Jie.
Nasa Singapore pa po?
Yes ma'am.
Okay, so hindi sila magkakasama. Quick follow-up question kay Ms. Cassie. Sina Wesley Guo at si Huang Ziyang ay nag-link up sa Hong Kong ngayon?
Hindi ko po alam, Madam Chair.
Or nasan ngayon si Wesley Guo?
Hindi ko po alam.
Hindi ka
sa SP Pro Tempore.
Madam Chair, ba boyfriend mo?
Yes po,
Oh,
Mr.
hindi ka
Chair.
nagtatawagan kung nasan na siya. Hindi ka worried kung nasan siya. O baka napatay na siya o ano. Kung may nangyari na sa kanya.
Mr. Chair,
Are
yung
you not concerned about his safety? Yes.
Miss
Mr.
Cassie.
Mr. Chair, yung mga phone ko po is nasa MBI right now. So wala po kaming contact. And I have new phone pero wala pong other contact po.
Don't you know his number?
No, Mr. Chair.
Paano nagtatawag ako? Hindi mo alam number niya?
Hindi ko po memorize.
Paano kayo
Mr. Chair.
siya tumatawag sa'yo? Siya tumatawag sa'yo before? Ba't di mo alam ang number niya? Posible naman.
Mr. Chair, if ever na nagkatawagan, nakasave na. So, hindi ko rin po memorize.
Alright. Yeah.
Salamat, SP Pro Tempore. Huling tanong ko, Yusek Cruz sa PAOK. Well, lumalabas. Hanggang ngayon, lumalabas. Pinaglalaroan tayo ng mga dayuhang ito. Pinaglalaroan nila yung mga batas ng Pilipinas. Mula sa illegal na gawain, kabuuan ng POGO, hanggang sa torture, human trafficking, pati pagtakas mula sa otoridad. So, sino po sa pagkaalam ng PAOK, yung mga dati at kasalukuyang opisyal ng gobyerno ang lumalabas na tumulong at nakinabang sa buong sindikatong ito?
As agreed in our previous meetings with other law enforcement agencies, PAOK will be looking at the money laundering aspects and the filing of trafficking in person and the qualified trafficking, human trafficking. As to the involvement of the officers or officials of various agencies that were mentioned in some intelligence reports, ang usapan, ma'am, is they will be conducting their own investigation. Like for the PNP, they have their IAS, Internal Affairs Service, and the BI also have their own legal affairs, internal legal affairs. Ganon din, ma'am, sa NBI. So, hindi na kami, ma'am, pumasok courtesy, ma'am, sa mga agencies, ma'am. So what we focus on more is the money laundering, which yung nangyayari ngayon na pinapile nating kaso, ma'am, is a collaboration with all the agencies involved with PAOK as the team head, ma'am.
So pero team head kayo, nagkaroon lang kayo ng division of labor
Yes,
in
ma'am.
terms of the major issues
Yes,
apektado
ma'am.
sa
Yes,
POGO.
ma'am.
Although narinig ko ulit dito sa tabi namin si Senator Joel, ang tagal lang talaga. And I hope na yung sinasabi niyong siguro institutional courtesy sa pagitan yung mga ahensya will not fall again into yung extreme and unreasonable na compartmentalization which partly has led to this problem. Meron ba kayong kahit time frame kayo bilang team head na either ni-recommend nyo, napagkasundoan yung mga ahensya within which you will finish your investigations at ma-i-inform nyo sa publiko? Kasi kami dito sa Senado, malamang mauuna sa inyo. Siguradong mauuna sa inyo sa pagsara nitong aming investigasyon and then we will present our committee report. Di naman kayo siguro masyadong matagal na mahuhuli sa amin? Do you have a time frame?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, every week we have this meetings, ma'am. And every time we always try to prepare for Senate hearings. Kasi, ma'am, we are anticipating that these questions will be asked as to what happened sa mga iniimbestigahan ng mga tawan. But I think the agency is concerned, ma'am. Siguro, ma'am, we will remind the agencies, being the team head, ma'am, we will remind all the agencies that they come up with the result of their investigation already. Kasi nga, itong mga last few weeks, ma'am, we focus more on the filing of the cases. Yes, ma'am.
So possibly within a month, matapos na yung mga investigasyon nyo? Yusek, shall I recognize Director Casio?
Yes.
Madam Chair, we, as stated by the good Yusek, we have different taskings po. So we meet every week, and last week, our prosecutorial team have discussed other cases to be filed in relation to the question that you were stating earlier on, Madam Chair. So I think we've given ourselves until the end of October to file to conclude all case filings in relation to Bamban. If I recall it right, ma'am.
Right. O at least clear timetable yon, end of next month,
Yes, ma'am.
pag-file ng lahat ng kaso,
We will
kaugnay ng
conclude.
Bamban.
Yes, ma'am.
Kailan naman po yung sa Porac?
Porac, ma'am, nagsimula pa lang po tayo mag-file. We submitted for resolution. We submitted the complaint, if I'm not mistaken, only last week in relation to Lucky South 99. So we would defer to the Department of Justice panel of prosecutors, ma'am, as to their timetable.
And dun sa mga kasong tatapusin yung i-file sa Bamban at sinimulan nyo lang trabahuin sa Porac, hindi lang ito tungkol kina Guo Huaping. Meron ding mga government personnel or officials na kasabwat nila sa Pogo operations mismo, the crimes related to the Pogo operations at pati yung pagtakas ni Guo Huaping.
Yes, ma'am, without going into specific details, the answer to the question is affirmative.
Alright, salamat. Kasi sa ngayon, para sa amin, yun yung isang malaking gap pa. Dahil hindi naman pwedeng si Guo Huaping lamang ang mananagot sa kung anumang mga krimen ang mapatunayang nagawa nila. But yung mga kasama natin sa gobyerno who aided and abetted, even profited, kung totoo yung mga lahat tayo nakakarinig na ganyang mga usap-usapan ng suhol, no? One of the worst things in government, ay dapat matukoy din para yung hustisya ma-deliver sa ating mga kababayan. So, huli na lamang before I turn over to SP Pro Tempore, Senator Jinggoy. Isang tanong kay Miss Sheila mula sa akin sa hearing na to. So, ulitin ko lang, talaga bang hindi mo alam na ikaw ang may-ari ng Alicel?
Hindi po.
Kasi alright, and huling-huling tanong ko para sa iyo, Miss Sheila, sa hearing na to. Yung bahagi ng kwento mo na lumipat kayo mula sa small boat papunta sa big boat, paano kayo lumipat?
Paano po?
Paano kayo lumipat? Kasi hindi naman pwedeng mula sa small boat, lilipad kayo sa big boat. Pero nasa dagat kayo. So paano kayo lumipat from the small to the big boat?
Mayroon kasi yung palang handanan ng bahaba.
May hagdan.
Opo.
Ladder.
Hindi ko lang kung ano tawag yun po.
Yung hagdan ay dala sa small boat or galing sa big boat?
Galing sa big boat.
Galing sa big boat.
Ano, sa gitna ng dagat?
Tempore.
Opo, nasa dagat po.
Sa gitna ng dagat, merong lumabas na ladder?
Opo, yung galing sa malaki lamang.
Tapos umakyat kayo sa ladder. Ganun ba?
Opo, may naakyat po kami.
Sa gitna ng dagat?
Opo.
Di ba maalon?
Medyo po.
Pag nahulog, dire-diretso tubig.
Opo.
May mountain climbing na nangyayari dito. Kung totoo yung kwento mo, Miss Sheila.